Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, despite Stake being one of the most popular online casinos and betting platforms in the world, it's only available in a handful of states and countries due to regulations regarding gambling, of course. And if you try to access the website from anywhere besides these said locations, you're going to be met with this Stake message right here, letting you know that the platform is not available in your region. And so to access Stake, you're going to need a VPN. So this is going to be a quick how-to video as I walk you through all the steps you need to do to access not only Stake, but almost all online casinos, no matter where you are in the world. And then I'll also talk about the best VPNs to use for this, which one is my favorite, and ultimately how to decide on which one is the best for you. But of course, if you'd like to check out any of the VPNs I mentioned in this video for yourself, you'll find links to pricing and discounts, as well as full reviews in the description down below. Okay, so if you're trying to access Stake from somewhere where it's not available, you're going to come across this message we talked about earlier, and in some cases, you won't be able to reach the website in the first place, which means that Stake is blocked by your government through your ISP. So to get around this, you're going to need to use a VPN with proper obfuscation technology. So this means that while encrypting your data, the VPN will make your traffic look completely normal so that neither Stake nor your ISP would find out that you're using a VPN. And so I've tested most of the top VPN providers with Stake, and I've narrowed it down to 3 options that were not only very consistent at accessing the website, but also have all the necessary security features that would help you keep anonymous and protect your private data while using Stake. So these are going to be ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. Now, before I show you how this works, I want to point out that this video is meant for educational purposes only, and I recommend that you check your local laws and regulations regarding gambling before trying any of this. All right, so to show you how this works, I'll be using ExpressVPN because it's the most plug and play option on this list, as it's the fastest at connecting and disconnecting from servers, and it's generally my day-to-day VPN because it's the most consistent at accessing Stake and any other online casinos. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is check out the list of countries and states where Stake is available and pick the country that's closest to your current location. That's because the less distance there is between you and the server, the faster your connection is going to be. Now, let's assume I live in the Netherlands where Stake is not available. So to get access to the website, I'm going to need to connect to a VPN server in Germany because that's the closest location in Europe where Stake is available. So I'll just boot up ExpressVPN, click on the settings icon at the top left, click on all locations and type Germany in the search bar. So this will open up a drop-down menu of all of ExpressVPN's German servers. So I'll choose this one right here, and I'll click the on button to connect to the server. Now that I'm connected to the German server and have a German IP address, all I have to do is go back to Stake and give it a refresh, and that's pretty much it. This is literally how easily you can access Stake from anywhere around the world. So if you're wondering which VPN to use, my top picks are going to be ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. And that's because I've tested the VPNs that work best for accessing restricted websites. And it turned out that these 3 VPNs are the best at accessing restricted websites more reliably and consistently without being detected by them. That's because, like, maybe you don't know, but a lot of streaming platforms and online services end up picking up that users are using a VPN, and if they don't want you using a VPN, then they'll just prevent you from using the website. These 3, however, have the proper obfuscation technology, which makes your traffic look completely normal and like not that of someone using a VPN, which would allow you to access these sorts of websites without any issues. Besides that, these 3 also have a huge list of servers, and they regularly recycle their IP addresses to make sure you'll always have access to Stake, even if some of their old IP addresses get blocked. And if you do end up in that situation, just know that it's very rare with these VPNs from my experience, and these issues are usually remedied by speaking to the live support teams, which are very helpful most of the time. For example, there was this one instance with Express where I couldn't access an online casino at the time because their server in that country was under maintenance and none of the locations they offered worked. So they gave me a free month because it didn't work out as promised. And that's one example of the great customer service I was talking about. Now, this situation could pretty much apply to any VPN, by the way. That said, most other VPNs don't have the resources to work around these situations, whereas VPNs like Express and Nord and Surfshark are the most effective at countering these issues, and they work consistently to give you access to these sorts of websites. So with that being said, they all vary in what they have to offer, so let me briefly talk about each of them so you can pick the VPN that works best for you. Starting with Express. This is going to be the best performing, easiest to use, most secure VPN on this list. It has the most verified no logs policy due to an incident back in 2017 where the Turkish government literally seized one of their servers as part of an investigation, only to find nothing on that server. And as I mentioned earlier, Express also is the fastest when it comes to connecting and disconnecting from servers. So other VPNs take a few more seconds. Express does it in like less than a second. By the way, speaking of servers, Express has over 3,000 servers in 105 countries. This is a huge amount of locations that'll allow you to access more content globally. So ultimately, I would say Express is the best overall choice if you're looking for an easy to use, plug and play VPN, as it stays away from the more advanced settings that don't interest most beginner and intermediate users. So you just open the app, connect to a server, and that's it. Now, this does mean that it doesn't have a lot of bonus features like specialty servers or MeshNet, for example, but it does have all the essentials like a kill switch, as well as plenty of servers that are optimized for all uses, split tunneling and top of the line protocols. And so it's a high performance VPN with a strong emphasis on security as well as ease of use. And I would especially recommend it if you're a privacy conscious individual. Next up, we're going to have NordVPN, which is going to be the most value VPN on this list. When it comes to speed, Nord is the fastest out of the 3 VPNs thanks to its NordLynx protocol, which makes it a very good option for streaming, gaming, torrenting, you name it. Nord also has the largest list of countries out of all 3 VPNs because it has over 6,400 servers in 111 countries, which again will give you access to a lot of content. And besides that, you'll also get a lot of bonus features like an app kill switch on top of the conventional switch, as well as threat protection that blocks ads and malware, and a bunch of specialty servers like Onion over VPN, Double VPN, peer-to-peer servers, So if you're looking for the fastest, best value VPN that has a lot of bonus features and options that you don't get with Express, then go with Nord. And lastly, we have Surfshark, which is going to be the best budget VPN out of the 3. The thing is, despite being so affordable, Surfshark does not sacrifice security or performance to cut costs. And it also offers a bunch of bonus features. Now, although it's typically not as fast as Nord and Express, it's still really fast and outperforms most VPNs on the market. Surfshark will allow you to secure an unlimited number of devices with one subscription, as opposed to Nord's 10 device limit and ExpressVPN's 8 device limit. So it's basically the best option if you're looking for a fast, low budget VPN that is consistent at accessing stake. And the cherry on top is that you can share it with your friends and family. Again, this is just a brief overview of the VPN, so if you'd like to know more about the pros and cons of each, you can check out the in-depth reviews in the description below. So that's all for today's video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If so, please leave a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. And again, remember to check out the description below for any promos or discounts, because if there's coupon codes, I make sure to find the best ones for you guys. So as always, you can save as much money as possible. If you have any other comments or questions, feel free to put them down below. I love getting to answer. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it and look forward to seeing you in the next video.